Hey, what's up? So if I was to give this movie out of 5, I would give this a 1.7 out of 5. It's a very, very interesting concept. It's called Under Paris. It's on Netflix. And it's one of those movies that goes into what I like to call the Netflix formula, whereby you start with you open with a very important message about maybe conservation, identity politics. If you see that in any Netflix movie, opening with that as the main thing, just know that whatever they have, they didn't have confidence in it. So they had to put that messaging in order to align with a certain. Anyway, this movie had a very good concept, but one, they were not able to stream in. They were trying to say so many things within the same story, and they were not able to string in the characters well enough or bring them together well enough to create a cohesive product. It's everywhere. I mean, the opening is pretty interesting. With whatever happens to the main character's spouse, I thought that was pretty epic. It was very interesting, and they could have used that to go along with the story throughout the movie. But it goes everywhere. You have the shark, you have her, then you have these Gen Zs who are trying to save. You have these Gen Zs who are trying to save the environment, and so they're trying to, because the shark eventually finds its way from the ocean into Paris, and this shark is evolving, and so you have these Gen Zs trying to save this particular fish. I don't know why, but they were like they needed to save it in order to conserve it or something. That goes off the rails and badly, spectacularly, and I love that particular scene. So eventually bad things happen to those particular guys, and then now there's a concept of them trying to kill or capture this particular shark. So you have like three things going at the same time, and then the ending is something totally different. It changes everything around. So when I was watching this, I was seeing global warming, I was seeing conservation, but I was not seeing an entertaining movie. The concept is very entertaining. Some of the things that they do with the shark is very entertaining, and they were trying to use the Jaws. They were trying to use the Jaws formula, whereby you show little and try to terrify people with the ideas of what was going to happen. But you do get to see the shark, and unfortunately, CGI is terrible, man. The CGI is obvious and it's terrible. Yeah, I was looking at this and I was like, you could have even just focused on cutting your budget on telling the story of these other characters and put the budget back on just the effects of the shark. The fin looks awesome, but everything about the shark, now it doesn't work. The story, as I said, is too convoluted, and it feels unfocused for the better part of the movie, because you're following cops, you're following the young girls, you're following the main character all at the same time. And then there's this mayor who's running the city, and she has her own agenda, and then there's also a swimming competition. So you have all these things in one. Yet you could have just trimmed everything and just focused on maybe that final swimming competition and just the shark, and have yourself the movie. So that's why I gave this movie a 1.7. I felt that it was, and the middle, oh my gosh, the middle is so slow. The middle is one of those, this should have been exciting, but they tried to punctuate that with a lot of jump scares, which I thought were unnecessary. Anyway, this is one of those movies that falls in line with, if I had a library, Netflix, mid or mediocre Netflix productions, this would fit perfectly into that. So basically that's it. That's my review for Under Paris. The ending is pretty awesome. It's pretty interesting, but generally, yeah, it's a mid. So basically that's it. Remember to always watch what you enjoy and enjoy what you watch. I shall see you on the next one. Please subscribe. Adios.